Here we have a 2014 on a 14 registration Van Hool TDX21 Altano, wheelchair accessible VIP spec corporate executive coach. So we are in Watford at Hearns Coaches, looking at this former Evesway Altano that up until recently has been used for Saracens rugby, and is now looking for a new home. Can't beat an Altano in a graphite metallic. Do you know what? She does look well. Parallel opening lockers give us humongous luggage space. You ain't struggling in there. Let's be honest. Power to a lot of the extras comes from those dual Vitron inverters that you can see there. There is also a landline connection, so it can be plugged in overnight. Under the bonnet, Euro 5 DAF MX340 engine. Although it's Euro 5, it is exempt from charge in all the clean air zones in England. Not ULEZ, so London you're paying. Anywhere else, Birmingham, Bristol, Bath, Sheffield, Newcastle, there's no charge. Reverse cameras fitted. Back down the near side you have got leisure batteries as well as your standard batteries. We've got this power operated centre door to the near side. This is quite often used by sports teams, so they don't have to sort of go round by the driver. A lot of the times they will use this door to exit. Loading lights to both sides, and then we've got this extra wide double door at the front. Now in the locker you can't see, hiding behind that door, there is a fold out wheelchair ramp. That wheelchair ramp, then I'm going to move this rug because it's hanging out. Said wheelchair ramp then fastens into there. This double seat here is on tracking. That comes out. Your wheelchair user rolls in, clamps in there. She's good to go. He's good to go. They're good to go. Let's try not to discriminate. So down here in total you've got 5 seats. Okay, obviously you lose 2 if there's a wheelchair in, so that can be people that are less able or accompanying the wheelchair users or whatever, because people see that as upstairs. Now what you got to remember, an Altano is an Astra Omega with no downstairs bit. It's got fresh air and luggage instead. Same height, same length, same everything. Okay, it's also the same. It's also an Astron with the driver lower down, because if you get from the ground to the saloon, there are the same number of steps as in a Van Hool Astron, which is its highest standard single deck model. However, the driver is on the same level, so he's higher up, so your customers don't perceive that as going upstairs. They just see it as a high floor vehicle because the driver's with them. But because the driver's down here and they have to go round the corner up the stairs, they see that as upstairs. Am I making sense? I hope so. Anyway, off we go up here. So in addition to your 5 seats down there, you have got 40 seats up here. Okay, reclining seats with 3-point seat belts. They're finishing this cream and brown leather. You've got the 4 wood effect trim everywhere, but particularly to the armrests. This was kind of Evesway spec for the corporate and team vehicles. Panoramic glass roofs fitted. You've got about 20 grand of an extra there. Let's wake that up because I'll show you something in a minute. So panoramic glass roof. You've got, I did count them, tables. I think 9. Let's have a look. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9 tables. This one here, that's a physio table. So basically, there'll be a remote control knocking about somewhere that makes that table lower to the seat level. Then there's this mattress here, which goes on top and becomes a physio mattress. We've got mood lighting, multicoloured. I've put it on blue. We all know why. Kitchen at the rear. So in the kitchen we have got Panasonic commercial microwave. We've got hot and cold running water and instant boiling water. We've got 2 aircraft ovens, and we have got, to start the job, 2 fridges, but in total there's a lot more. 5 I think, but I'll count as I go. We've got wood effect laminate to the floor with a carpet to the centre aisle. And then let's get to the entertainment system. So we've got ten monitors. 1 downstairs, 1 there, 2, 4, 6, 8, and 2 little ones at the front. 10 monitors, counting the little ones at the front. That's wired into an internet TV system. So we've just got it on sort of a generic screensaver type at the minute, but everything works through this here. Okay, so basically everything's through the internet. All the Wi-Fi box and everything's behind there, so it is wired for Wi-Fi, as you can see, this vehicle. And then you get your menu on there, and you've got, you know, as long as you've got your subscriptions, you've got Now TV, you've got Netflix, you've got Prime Video, you know, BBC iPlayer, you've got it all. Okay, so whatever you subscribe to, you can have through there, and that's far better than the old days where you had the Sky Dish. Because the Sky Dish, you went in a tunnel, it all went off. Where there'll be 4 SIM cards powering that Wi-Fi. There'll be Vodafone, there'll be O2, there'll be EE, there'll be whatever, I don't know, giff-gaff, probably not. So basically, where your signal drops out for one, it'll pick the next nearest one up. So if you're running off O2 and the signal drops out, it'll pick EE up. So really, you should have continuation of television. I was counting fridges, weren't I? 2, 3, I think there's 5. There's 2 at the back, 1 under the tablet, 1 there, 1 down the middle steps. That's 5. So yeah, there's these 2 little monitors there, and then back down into the cockpit. Let's concentrate on that bit now. So standard Van Hool setup, okay, with a few little extras, obviously, because of all the extras on the vehicle. Sexier steering wheel to match the rest of the coach. Wood effect trim to the dash. Mileage, it's not done out, just over 300,000 kilometres. Team coaches tend not to do high mileage, to be honest, so just over 300,000 on the clock. And that pretty much covers everything, I think. So, to recap, we have a 2014 on a 14 registration Van Hool TDX21 Altano, wheelchair accessible, VIP, corporate specification, executive, 45 seat executive coach.